If you open Ocarina of Time Randomizer and go to the detailed logic, you can add tricks to the logic. Anything in logic might be required to progress, and anything not added will not be necessary. And if you filter for Ice Cavern, these are what pop up.
But how do we do these tricks? Well, I'm glad I asked.
To make sure we're ready, let's make sure we understand some movement quirks in Ocarina of Time. Dry rolling is when you hold target and press A with a neutral joystick. A dry roll will be different if you backflip or side hop before the dry roll. Continuing to hold target will snap Link back to the original angle, but letting go of the target during a dry roll is often useful for getting into position facing a precise desired direction. Secondly, there's a range of input on the joystick where Link will turn but not walk. This is called ESS position, and turning with ESS position is called ESS turning. This is often used in setups to adjust Link's angle by a consistent amount without moving. It's also sometimes more reliable than using first person. Be sure to practice this on its own, as it's good to build muscle memory and you use in intermediate and advanced setups. With the groundwork laid out, let's not waste any more time and get into some tricks. You can grab this rupee with a simple side hop. It's not that hard, and it's only relevant if freestanding rupees are shuffled. Even if you have a bottle, this saves time from having to come back with blue fire, so why not use it anyway? If pots are shuffled, you'll want what's in this pot, but instead of melting the ice, you can get on this platform, face away, and do a spin attack. And I'm glad you could do this without a quick spin, because I am very bad at quick spins. Block Room has a gold skulltula you can collect if you have hover boots so that you don't need hookshot. You can use the hover boots to get onto this pillar. From the center, aim towards this point. Now, of course, make sure you kill the gold skulltula. We'll have to give ourselves plenty of room to start a nice fast back walk. Backflip at the end of hovering, and you should grab the token, assuming your aim was correct. You wanna guess how many tries this took me? Plenty. In Master Quest, there's a gold skulltula that assumes you have Song of Time, but if you don't have it, we can use a side hop to briefly stand on the platform so we can dump blue fire on the ice. By briefly, I mean 1 or 2 frames. We're gonna start from this corner behind this chest. Link, funnily enough, won't target this wall unless you're actually walking into it, which is weird, but actually helps us. Once you're in the corner targeting this wall, do an ESS turn to the right for 1 frame. It will look like this. Do a dry roll, then do a 1 frame ESS turn back to the left. If you turn too far, you can always use ESS to adjust it back. Target, slash your sword, and backflip 4 times. We're going to use an ESS turn to the left for 6 frames. Link's head should be lined up roughly as so with this scene. If you turn too far or not enough, you can keep adjusting your angle until Link is lined up just right. As long as you're not actually moving Link and just using ESS to turn, you can adjust as much as you need. Now, side hop and press the bottle button when Link lands. It's a small window and you can pause buffer if you really want, but I find practicing the timing to not be that hard. Whether you choose to pause buffer or learn the timing, I'd recommend either of those over trying to mash it. This alcove in Master Quest trades a silver rupee for a gold skulltula that you would usually have to summon Pierre to get to. We're not on good terms with Pierre right now, plus I've misplaced my hookshot, so let's get up there without it. Target this wall on this pillar. Nudge left so that if you roll, the pillar will push you left. Roll until you're perfectly still. For the next few steps, we'll wait until Link's done sliding before we do the next step. Backflip, wait. Hop left, wait. Dry roll, wait. Dry roll again. Okay, now we don't have to do that. We're gonna hop right 3 times without waiting in between. After the 3rd hop, let go of all buttons and let Link slide until he's about to slide into the abyss. Hold up left just before then and Link should jump to the alcove. Sometimes grabbing the ledge just doesn't quite work, but just try again. And when you do it, climb up and you're free to collect the token. And because I know the comments will mention it if I don't, a ground jump will also work. Just keep in mind that it might not be allowed if you're racing. This next one isn't specific to Ice Cavern, but it is relevant. If you have Boulder Freestandings with Boomerang on, It includes getting this Rupee as a child with Boomerang instead of Blue Fire. Let's target this wall near it and hop left, and start dry rolling until Link isn't moving. Side hop right and wait for Link to stop sliding. After the metal enemy passes you up, backflip and wait again. One more backflip and a bit more waiting and we can take out the Boomerang. Have the Rupee just partially covered up by Link's hat and aim down just slightly and release. As another extra bonus, here are a few time-saving maneuvers in the last room's vanilla layout, like getting onto this alcove with hover boots, or collecting the frozen silver Rupee with a jump slash, and this similar hover boot movement for the Blue Fire. And that wraps up a short and sweet video on Ice Cavern. Next week we'll be going over everything from Gerudo Training Ground. If that video is already live, there will be a link on screen and in the description.